Hi guys. Let's see who is watching. I see Data. Hi BB. Oh, is that a potato you have? Oh no, that's Casey. And let's see, I see Lexi. Hi Lexi. Is that a mermaid at your house? Oh no, that's your mom. Let's see. I see Tobin and Kuiper. Hi guys. And I see a few other friends. Hi everyone. Okay, today we are going to read a couple of stories about some kind of naughty little animals. And then we have some special guests. So first we're going to read The Poky Little Puppy by Jeanette Sebring Lowry, illustrated by Gustav Tenggren. Those are some interesting names. 5 little puppies dug a hole under the fence and went for a walk in the wide, wide world. Through the meadow they went, down the road, over the bridge, across the green grass, and up the hill, one after the other. And when they got to the top of the hill, they counted themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. One little puppy wasn't there. Now where in the world is that poky little puppy, they wondered, for he certainly wasn't on top of the hill. Do you know what that means when they say poky little puppy? It doesn't mean like if you touch him he was pokey and it would hurt like a porcupine. It means that he's kind of slow. Takes his time, he's a little pokey, just likes to walk slow, look at things all around. He wasn't going down the other side. The only thing they could see going down was a fuzzy caterpillar. He wasn't coming up this side. The only thing they could see coming up was a quick green lizard. But when they looked down at the grassy place near the bottom of the hill, there he was, running round and round, his nose to the ground. See the puppies looking at him. What is he doing? The 4 little puppies asked one another. And down they went to see. Roly-poly, pell-mell, tumble-bumble, till they came to the green grass, and there they stopped short. What in the world are you doing? They asked. I smell something, said the poky little puppy. Then the 4 little puppies began to sniff, and they smelled it too. Rice pudding, they said. And home they went as fast as they could go, over the bridge, up the road, through the meadow, and under the fence. And there, sure enough, was dinner waiting for them, with rice pudding for dessert. But their mother was greatly displeased. So you're the little puppies who dig holes under fences, she said. No rice pudding tonight, she said. And she made them go straight to bed. But the poky little puppy came home after everyone was sound asleep. He ate up the rice pudding and crawled into bed as happy as a lark. The next morning, someone had filled the hole and put up a sign. The sign said, "Don't ever dig holes under this fence." What's he doing? But the 5 little puppies dug a hole under the fence just the same and went for a walk in the wide world. These naughty little puppies are being so disobedient. The sign said not to do it, and they did it anyway. Let's see what's going to happen. Through the meadow they went, down the road, over the bridge, across the green grass, and up the hill, 2 and 2. And when they got to the top of the hill, they counted themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. One little puppy wasn't there again. Now where in the world is that poky little puppy, they wondered, for he certainly wasn't on top of the hill. The only thing they could see, he wasn't going down the hill on the other side. The only thing they could see going down was a big black spider. He wasn't coming up this side. The only thing they could see coming up was a brown hop toad. But when they looked down at the grassy place near the bottom of the hill, there was the poky little puppy. There he is, sitting still as a stone, with his head on one side and his ears cocked up. What is he doing? The 4 little puppies asked one another. And down they went to see. Roly-poly, pell-mell, tumble-bumble, till they came to the green grass, and there they stopped short. What in in the world are you doing?" they asked. "I hear something," said the poky little puppy. The four little puppies listened, and they could hear it too. "Chocolate custard," they cried. "Someone is spooning it into our bowls." And home they went as fast as they could go, over the bridge, up the road, through the meadow, and under the fence. And there, sure enough, was dinner waiting for them, with chocolate custard for dessert. But their mother was greatly displeased. Why was she displeased? What did they keep doing? "So you're the little puppies who will dig holes under fences," she said. "No chocolate custard tonight." And she made them go straight to bed. But the poky little puppy came home after everyone else was sound asleep, and he ate up all the chocolate custard and crawled into bed as happy as a lark. The next morning, someone had filled the hole and put up a sign. The sign said, "Don't ever, ever dig holes under this fence." Now, do you think the puppies dug a hole again? No way, right? They already did it 2 times and missed out on dessert. I think they'll listen this time. What do you think? Let's see what it says. But in spite of that, the 5 little puppies dug a hole under the fence and went for a walk in the wide, wide world. Through the meadow they went, down the road, over the bridge, across the green grass, and up the hill, 2 and 2. And when they got to the top of the hill, they counted themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. One little puppy wasn't there. Now where in the world is that poky little puppy, they wondered, for he certainly wasn't on top of the hill with them. He wasn't going down the other side. The only thing they could see going down was a little grass snake. He wasn't coming up this side. The only thing they could see coming up was a big grasshopper. But when they looked down at the grassy place near the bottom of the hill, there he was, looking hard at something on the ground in front of him. "What is he doing?" the 4 little puppies asked one another. And down they went to see, roly-poly, pell-mell, tumble-bumble, till they came to the green grass, and there they stopped short. "What in the world are you doing?" they asked. Can you see what he's doing? Do you see what that is? "I see something," said the poky little puppy. The 4 little puppies looked, and they could see it too. It was a ripe red strawberry growing there in the grass. "Strawberry shortcake," they cried. And home they went as fast as they could go, over the bridge, up the road, through the meadow, and under the fence. And there, sure enough, was dinner waiting for them, with strawberry shortcake for dessert. Do you think they got dessert? They dug a hole under the fence. Let's see. But their mother said, "So you're the little puppies who dug that hole under the fence again. No strawberry shortcake for supper tonight." And she made them go straight to bed. But the 4 little puppies waited till they thought she was asleep, and then they slipped out and filled up the hole. And when they turned around, there was their mother watching them. "What good little puppies," she said. "Come have some strawberry shortcake." And this time, when the poky little puppy got home, he had to squeeze in through a wide place in the fence. And there were his 4 brothers and sisters licking the last crumbs from their saucer. "Dear me," said his mother, "what a pity you're so poky. Now the strawberry shortcake is all gone." So poky little puppy had to go to bed without a single bite of shortcake, and he felt very sorry for himself. And the next morning, someone had put up a sign that said, "No desserts ever, unless puppies never dig holes under this fence again." You see the poky little puppy looking at it. Do you think they did it again? I don't think so. I think they learned their lesson. Let's see if they learned their lesson. I have the poky little puppy here with me today. Poky little puppy, will you come out? Poky little puppy? It's okay, you don't have to be shy. Come on out. Come on, come on. Those are nice friends. Here's our Poky little puppy. Now, Poky little puppy, we have for you, let's see, a dessert. We have some ice cream for you because we know you missed out on dessert that night for digging holes under the fence and you weren't back in time. But we want to make sure that you learned your lesson. Now, can you tell us, Poky little puppy, what is it that you are not supposed to do? What did the sign say? What are you not supposed to do under that fence? Not go potty under the fence? No, that's not what the sign said. Try to remember. It's something you guys kept doing. Do you guys remember? Can you help the Poky little puppy remember? That's right. You are not supposed to dig holes under the fence. Oh, yeah. No digging holes under the fence. Now I remember. Now, Poky little puppy, did you dig a hole under the fence after that? You're not digging holes under the fence anymore? No way. You're being obedient to your mother? Yes, I am. Oh, good. Okay, we are glad to hear that. Now, we got you an ice cream. Go ahead and enjoy that. Okay, we'll see you later, Poky little puppy. Now, our next story is about Peter Rabbit, another little animal who was not very obedient. Do you guys know this story? Let's see what happened with Peter. The Story of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter, illustrated by Lisa McHugh. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits, and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. They lived with their mother in a sandbank underneath the root of a very big fir tree. Look how cute they are, those precious little bunnies. Now, my dears, said old Mrs. Rabbit one morning, you may go into the fields or down the lane, but don't go in Mr. McGregor's garden. Your father had an accident there. He was put in a pie by Mrs. McGregor. Run along and don't get into mischief. I am going out. Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, who were good, obedient little bunnies, went down the lane to gather blackberries. I see them gathering blackberries. Uh-oh. Where's Peter going? But Peter, who was very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden and squeezed under the gate. First he ate some lettuces and some French beans, and then he ate some radishes. And then, feeling rather sick, he went to look for some parsley. Well, he was sure eating a lot. But round the end of a cucumber frame, who should he meet but Mr. McGregor? Mr. McGregor was on his hands and knees planting out young cabbages, but he jumped up and ran after Peter, waving a rake and calling out, "Stop, thief!" Peter was dreadfully frightened. He rushed all over the garden, for he had forgotten the way back to the gate. He lost one of his shoes among the cabbages and the other shoe among the potatoes. He ran on 4 legs then and went faster, and he might have gotten away altogether if he had not run into a gooseberry net and got caught by the large buttons on his jacket. It was a blue jacket with brass buttons, quite new. Peter gave himself up for lost and cried. His sobs were overheard by some friendly sparrows, who begged him to save himself. Mr. McGregor had a basket and was about to pop it on top of Peter, but Peter wriggled out just in time, leaving his jacket behind. Poor little Peter. I bet he wishes now that he listened to his mother and did not go in there. He rushed into the tool shed and jumped into a watering can. It would have been the perfect hiding place if it had not had so much water in it. Mr. McGregor was quite sure that Peter was somewhere in the tool shed, and he began to search it carefully. Then Peter sneezed. Achoo! And Mr. McGregor was after him in no time. Peter was trembling with fright, and he had not the least idea which way to go. He was also very damp from sitting in that can. He tried to find his way straight across the garden, but he became more and more puzzled. he came to a pond where a white cat was staring at some goldfish. She sat very still, but now and then the tip of her tail twitched as if it were alive. Peter thought it best to go away without speaking to her. He had heard about cats from his cousin, Benjamin Bunny. He turned back toward the tool shed when he heard the noise of a hoe. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Peter scuttered underneath the bushes, but nothing happened. He came out and saw Mr. McGregor hoeing onions. Oh, when nothing happened, he came out and saw Mr. McGregor hoeing onions. His back was towards Peter, and beyond him was the gate. Peter started running as fast as he could go. Mr. McGregor caught sight of him at the corner, but Peter did not care. He slipped underneath the gate and was safe at last in the wood outside the garden. Mr. McGregor hung up the little jacket and the shoes for a scarecrow to frighten blackbirds. Peter didn't stop running till he got home to the big fir tree. He was so tired that he flopped down on the floor and shut his eyes. His mother was busy cooking. She wondered what he had done with his clothes. It was the second jacket and pair of shoes that Peter had lost in 2 weeks. Peter did not feel very well that evening. His mother put him to bed early and gave him a dose of chamomile tea, 1 tablespoonful to be taken at bedtime. But Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail had bread, milk, and blackberries for supper. Oh, poor Peter. He didn't get dessert. He didn't get dinner. He just had to go straight to bed. Now, do you think Peter learned his lesson? Let's see. I asked him to come over today to talk about it. Peter? Peter, can you come over here? Peter. Peter, okay. Stop jumping all around. Now, can you say hi to everyone? Hello. See his big floppy ears. Hello, everyone. Is someone eating carrots out there? Okay, Peter. Okay, we want to ask you some questions. Now, did you hear the story we just read? Do you remember that happening? Yes, I remember. Was it scary, Peter? It really was. Now, we want to know if you learned your lesson and if you were now obedient to your mother. Oh, yes, I learned my lesson. Okay, we want to ask you some questions. Can you tell us what was the name of the farmer whose garden you went into? Oh, that's an easy one. I know that one. Mr. Magoo. No, it was not Mr. Magoo. Yeah, it was Mr. Magoo. No, it was not Mr. Magoo. You try again. Try and really think about what his name was. Mr. Goo Mickey? What? Goo Mickey? Peter, no, that wasn't his name. Can you help Peter? Do you remember the name of the farmer whose garden he went into? That's right, Mr. McGregor. Oh, yeah, Mr. McGregor. Very good, Peter. Now, we see you don't have on a jacket or shoes today. Oh, well, I kind of lost the new ones again, but not because I went to the garden. I just got hot and went for a swim, and I took them off, and I don't remember where I put them. Oh, Peter, are you being obedient to your mom now, though? Yes, I am. Good, we're glad to hear that. And because you're being obedient, we have a little dessert for you. We got you some ice cream. Hooray! Okay, Peter, can you say bye to everyone now? Bye! Thanks for the ice cream. Can I come to your house? Okay, Peter, you need to go now. Say bye-bye. Bye! Okay. Now, those were some fun stories, right? So, and those were some cute stuffed animals. I want to show you guys, if I can find it, my favorite stuffed animal. This is my favorite stuffed animal. This is a little duck. I got for Easter when I was a little girl. I was maybe like 6 years old, and my grandma bought this little duck for me for Easter, and I've saved it all this time. It reminds me of my grandma, and I love it, and it's so cute. And so I drew a picture of my favorite stuffed animal eating a cookie. That's my favorite dessert. See? What do you think? Doesn't look as furry, but I tried. Can you draw a picture of your favorite stuffed animal, or maybe one of your favorite toys? Like if you have maybe Batman, you have a favorite Batman toy, or you have a favorite stuffed animal, or a favorite princess, and you can draw them eating your favorite dessert. What are some of your favorite desserts? My favorite is chocolate chip cookies with lots and lots of chocolate chips. That's why I drew a lot in there. Okay, guys, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.